Hello everybody, CraftyAndy here. So this is going to be a long little tale. I want to tell you about the worst company I ever worked for. It's a company that no longer exists. Vantage Point. Now, when I put out my resume, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to this, when you put out your resume, you're going to get a lot of calls to shitty companies. The most popular and most aggressive are these network marketing companies, or BLMs, whatever the fuck they call them now. They're basically pyramid schemes. One interview was really, really much of a joke. Like, you could tell the guy I was interviewing with, was going through all these steps of, like, how to interview a person. He even asked me, like, do you like sports? And I thought that was kind of weird and out of place, and I looked it up. And it turns out that that's a step in steps of an interview. When you interview someone, you ask them the question, do you like sports, to see if they have a competitive edge to them. That was a company where they sell private electricity to businesses. Now, most states don't have private electric companies. Ohio does. So you have this stupid shit going around where they do commission-based sales on private electricity for businesses. You basically call up businesses and harass them into buying private electricity. That's likely going to cost them more money down the road after the first year. The company I got involved with was Vantage Point. Now, I already had a full-time job secured. However, it was not going to start for another 4 months. So here I have a 4-month gap. What am I going to do? Sit on my ass and make no money? I'm going to get some kind of job, and I got a job at Vantage Point. I thought it was going to be something around like $15 an hour. That's the impression they gave me. They said, you're going to be making somewhere around the lines of $15 an hour with this job. Oh, okay, good. Is it like a call center work? Or No, you're going to be selling AT&T Uverse. Oh, okay. So I didn't get much of a description. You're just going to, you're talking to people and selling them the product. I thought talking like on the phone maybe, or, pitching a sale on the phone. That sort of thing. You're getting paid to promote products. No. You're not getting paid to walk around a neighborhood, a selected neighborhood, for 8 hours. You do a loop around this neighborhood for 8 hours, knocking on doors, hoping that they answer, or maybe not hoping that they answer, considering the line of work you're doing, and then asking them about cable, asking them about fiber optics related to AT&T. Well, I had this gap to fill, and I decided just to roll with it, because who knows, the last commission job I did, the first month, was pretty good, and I figured, a couple months into this, make a little extra money on the side, and I could just quit. So I played the game, I played it up like I gave a shit. No one questioned it. In fact, no one questioned any of the people that I was involved with who were playing it up for shits and giggles too, apparently. But really, here it was Vantage Point. So you go into the office for like a couple hours, and you play these childish games. You play these real childish games that I don't even know the rules anymore about how these childish games worked. Like, you would get around in a circle. It was called like Shoop the Whoop or some shit like that, where someone passes a ball and you gotta either like take it and pass it in another way, and you gotta pass it a certain different way like this. And they got to catch it that certain way, too. If they don't catch it that certain way, they're out. And it was the stupidest games. You play these stupid fucking games like you're fucking children in elementary school and kindergarten while we're dressed up in suit and ties and shit. Oh, man, I would love to show this to my former boss back in the last company I worked for up in north in Michigan. He would fucking laugh his ass off at this shit, because it was just the stupidest fucking thing. So you go into this professional. Let's just reiterate here. Let's try to put yourself in my shoes here. You go into this office, and you're playing all these fucking childish games. Like, I don't know. It could just be Duck Duck Goose, the way it was being played. Duck Duck Goose, tag, fucking flashlight tag. Who fucking knows? Hide and seek. It might as well be hide and seek. They were that fucking stupid. They were that fucking retarded. And after that, you would have a segment where you scream your goals, like really shout out your goals. You would go off into your little groups. You had a manager, and then you would scream your goals out Keep in mind, this is supposed to be a professional setting, and you're screaming out your goals. I'm Andy, and I got some goals! I'm going to circle around the block for 8 hours, knock on every door. I'm going to complete all my loops and sell all my products. I'm going to sell 50,000 products. I'm going to sell 20,000 bajillion packages of AT&T Uverse. Shit that people don't even want, don't even need, and pretty soon it's going to be pretty irrelevant down the road. I'm CraftyAndy. I got my goals. I'm not exaggerating there. That's exactly how it was. Exactly how it was. Except 20 times the volume and 100 times more obnoxious. And so you go out into the field. After like an hour being in the office, you'd suit up in your AT&T jacket. You go out in the field, go around in circles around this block, knocking on doors and selling AT&T Uverse. And I did it. I did it for fucking 3 months. Yeah, 2.5 months, whatever. 3 months. I'll say 3 months. And that's it. If you sold your packages, you got paid. So I was making like $120, $130 a week. Fucking pathetic shit. Real fucking pathetic shit. You can get more on a part-time job. You can get more. But I didn't have time to get another job started because what the fuck, I was going to quit in a couple months anyways. And I did that for a while, and that was pretty shitty. It was the shittiest company I ever worked for. It was a fucking joke. Here's the end game. You're selling AT&T Uverse, and then eventually, if you sell enough on your own, you become a manager, and you start recruiting people onto your team. And then when they sell, you get money. Does it sound familiar? Does it sound a little familiar as a part of, I don't know, Amway and all these other pyramid schemes that somehow are not pyramid schemes, even though they're described as a pyramid scheme? And you start recruiting those people, and they become managers. Then you start recruiting other people. And then you yourself, remember, you're an entrepreneur. You're starting your own business. You grow from a manager to associate, and you start managing the office and shit. And you go from there, and eventually you open your own office. Yeah, you pick a little location in some city like Columbus, Cincinnati, or Michigan, or whatever, wherever you want to go. And you open up your office. You can choose to sell Verizon, Uverse packages, Comcast. Boom, you're your own business now. You're your own business, even though you're not a store that people can walk into and buy products. Somehow you're a business. You're a legitimate business, even though you're just shoving shit in people's doors and hoping that they buy. And I like how these companies get behind this shit, too. It's like, oh, yeah, this is how you get a discounted rate, too, on your package. It's true, you get a discounted rate buying the package and everything. But the people you're buying from are sure as hell not getting paid what they're worth. Holy shit. What a fucking scum operation. I long for the day that all these fucking companies like this just go under. It was worth the experience. It's worth the stories like this. So what was the worst company you ever worked for? What was the worst piece of shit company you ever worked for and you were happy to get out of? Or, in fact, were you like me and I didn't necessarily get sucked into this shit. I was kind of just filling a hole. The one before that is one I got sucked into, but that's for another story. You know anyone that's involved in like Amway or any shit like that? What was your story? Or there's even companies that sell knives or sell meat, and you're not even allowed to open up your own storefront or sell shit online. I remember another company called Legal Shield where you pay a monthly fee to have a legal team on your side, and it had the exact same presentation, the exact same setup. You recruit a bunch of people, and then they eventually recruit a bunch of people themselves, and you make a lot of money. Yeah, you make a lot of money until you saturate your fucking market, and you run out of neighborhoods to go to. Fuck. You want to start a business, start a fucking business. Take out a huge loan, open up a storefront, sell liquor, sell real products. That's a business. Go online, sell some supplements or some shit. That's a legitimate business than this fucking bullshit. What the fuck is this? I look at these products and these companies and just think, what the fuck is this?